guys, it's Sharon, your life fulfillment coach, and today I want to share with you 3 ways that you can shift your mindset to a more positive space. Now, I think it's important to first of all acknowledge the fact that we're human beings, we have a range of different emotions, and we're not designed to feel happy and positive 100% of the time. That's just not realistic. But I think it is really important that when we are feeling more negative and we're feeling low, that we bring awareness to the fact that we're feeling that way, and we try and find ways to kind of pull ourselves out of that. The first one is really to shift your perspective, and this one is huge. This one's my favorite. I do this with clients all the time, and I simply just ask, how could you look at this differently? Because sometimes we get so set in our ways of being able to see something a certain way without realizing that there's different approaches that we could take to the situation. So one of my favorite ways to also do this is to ask, how can I look at this as an adventure right now? Because a lot of the time, if we're in a situation, it's not going how we planned or how we expected it to, we automatically get frustrated, we get annoyed. But instead, what if you looked at this as an opportunity of something amazing that could come out of this? So by asking yourself how you can see this as an adventure, you're all of a sudden shifting this to a space where it's like, okay, like this could be really exciting. What could this be instead? And it might even end up turning into something even greater and better than you even imagined it to be. The next thing I love to do is go to my mantras whenever I'm feeling negative or low. I have a couple favorites. One of my favorites is actually, this is happening for me, not to me. So anytime that I've had an opportunity come my way and I got really excited about it and then all of a sudden it kind of fell through, I automatically start to feel really depressed and sad and negative. But whenever I go to that mantra and I remind myself of it, it makes me feel better because all of a sudden I'm now believing and trusting that whatever is happening in that moment is happening in my best interest. Because if that opportunity were to happen, who's to say it wouldn't have been a complete disaster? Or maybe I wasn't ready for it yet, and to have patience, and maybe it will come back around again. But to truly believe that whatever it is that's showing up for me, that is happening for me and not to me is really, really important, and it helps me a lot. I think we're all quite familiar with this, but it's a good little reminder to just ask yourself what you're grateful for, especially in those moments when you're feeling like things are not going that well in your life. And I find whenever I can simply just ask myself, okay, life sucks right now, but what's one thing that's actually really pretty good in my life? I'm able to then focus on that more positive thing in my life, which automatically takes me from that more negative mindset. So those are just 3 simple ways that you can shift your mindset. I say simple, but it does take work, and I recognize that. But just to keep them in mind, but the number one thing I would say is to just bring awareness to the fact that you're in that space. Bring awareness to the fact that you're not feeling great, that you are negative. And when you're able to bring that first instance of awareness, that's when you're able to then remind yourself, oh yeah, I have these ways, I have these tools that can actually help me feel more positive. And let me know how it goes. I would love to hear from you. Feel free to email me, Sharon@sharonstokes.ca, and I'll see you guys next week.